Are you ready for the main event?
I guess ready, yes.
Well, I wasn't, because they backslid to mostly an amateur hour production after they've had several weeks where they've been cooking. And the main event on this program was another one of these casino ladder matches, multi-man matches. They get a title shot later on down the road, whenever the fuck, blah, blah, blah. The participants, because it's a 7-man ladder match, everybody fighting for themselves for a shot at the title. Pockets, Pac, Andre Olio, Matt Hardy, Lance Archer, John Moxley, and a Joker, an unidentified co-conspirator. Pockets is the first one out. He comes out with the mascot of the Philly 76ers. So the mascot of All Elite Wrestling makes an entrance with the mascot of the 76ers. Isn't that like putting a hat on a hat? A mascot seconding a mascot?
I guess.
And then with these it's a ladder match. It's a 7-person match. Pockets is in it, so it's not important and it can't be taken seriously. And I wasn't going to watch this shit because I knew what they were going to do. And on the fast forward, it was revealed to me that I was correct. All I saw was ladders, chairs, tables, and bullshit. Baby faces trying to cripple baby faces. I can understand having baby faces in the same match, every man for himself, because it's for a title shot or whatever. But that doesn't excuse one baby face doing something to another baby face that should, if they ever sold it, hospitalize them and potentially shorten their career. That's not a babyface thing to do. But these guys don't know how to be baby faces or heels because they are under the mistaken and stupid impression that they don't need to do that anymore. That's why they're all floating around in fucking obscurity where they are with no clearly defined anything. And they're going to kill somebody with all this furniture. They're going to kill somebody. At one point, who was it? Oh, God, and by the way, the Joker was Hangman Adam Page. And he almost killed, it was fucking goddamn Pac. Off the top of the ladder, head first through a fucking table, almost didn't get him turned. And I know, as hard as it is to believe, there are still people who think that Adam Page should be winning the title anytime now off of good old Kenny Olivier. Maybe before they made him a sad, sullen, unreliable drunk with no confidence, hanging around with job guys and giving them rides to ice cream shops on his lawnmower. And then they left him twisting in the wind while they brought all the other big names in, and then they gave him a couple months off for his paternity leave. Like he needed to be home. I got news.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing.
He didn't for 2 months in the middle of a world title fucking issue. If he'd have stuck around, they may have put the belt on him. In hindsight, that would have been a drastic error because they've just brought in Bryan Danielson. Punk doesn't need the belt, but Danielson better be the next champion. Paige's time has come and gone. And it was actually gone to anybody with a lick of sense months ago when he was being booked to ride job guys and little fucking kids in masks around on his brand new lawnmower. That doomed him there. His presentation through this whole thing, the only people that would buy him as world champion of anything are the people who are already there and buy everything they do. But now the big time has come to town. Paige has missed his window of opportunity. If they start doing something with him from here on out that doesn't involve being a sad, morose, unconfident drunk, and if he starts hanging around with the main event guys instead of the job guys and the children, then maybe they could do something in the future. But if they were to put the title on him from Twinkle Toes right now with Bryan Danielson on the scene, they all deserve a heavy dose of propofol. It needs to be a fucking mercy killing. Put them out of their misery. They don't have brains enough to live and exist on this planet. And still, people are, oh, when Paige wins that title, it's long-term storytelling. No, it's bad storytelling that ended up making this guy who was really over when they started look like a goddamn goof on the card, and now people think they're still going to put the belt on him.
I don't know if they're going to put the belt on him, but I have no problem with them teasing, having him win this to set up a match at Omega. You have time to tease that for as long as you want and let other things play out, and he doesn't have to win the belt and
oh, no, I mean, it's fine to have the match with him, but then Twinkle Toes is going to beat him. So he's going to be off for a couple months, and he comes back, and he gets beat.
And the other thing is, and I'm hoping it'll be a Miro situation. Miro didn't leave TV. They just kind of rebranded him, and it's worked, and it's been good. Adam Page left TV, and now he's back, and the Dark Order are fighting with each other or doing whatever. I don't even know. He got a monster pop. I talked to people there. I talked to people in the back that told me it was a monster pop. So the people are ready for him. I'm not saying make him the champion, but they're ready for him. If they do it right the next few weeks, who knows what the trajectory is, but I'm okay with Adam Page being back. Let's see if they get him away from the Dark Order and do it right.
Well, I'm fine with him being there to begin with. I said at the start of this whole experiment 2 years ago, Paige is a great young talent. Paige has oomph. Paige has charisma. Paige has something. And everything that they did with him, from the goofy drunk to the stupid drunk to the unreliable drunk to the job guy, friend of the fucking jobbers gimmick, the whole thing made me like him less and less and less. Because it made him seem like less and less and less of a star. So if they'll forget about all that, if it was just Bobby in the shower all last season, and we can start out with having Adam Page do some more cowboy shit and interact with the main event guys, then that's fine. But for any of the fans who think that it would be a good thing for him now to beat Twinkle Toes for this belt, you're absolutely out of your fucking mind.
He won this match, so he won a future opportunity at the title, as we popularly call it today, a title opportunity in the future. Okay, he shouldn't win the title. I don't disagree with you at all. I wouldn't. If you're going to take the belt off Omega right now, it'd be crazy to put it on Adam Page. And I didn't think that a few months ago, but I think it now. How long do you wait? Do you do the match sooner rather than later? Or do you wait to do the match?
I don't see why they wouldn't at their next pay-per-view do Olivier and Paige and have some way or another, the heels will fuck Paige and Danielson will come out and have the last word on Twinkle Toes. And then when would their next pay-per-view be? 3 months later, by then have the match and fucking put the belt on Danielson. Because then you've got a major mainstream name, one of the best performers in the business. People know him. He can get press coverage. They go out and they pitch, well, this new underdog company, challenging Vince McMahon. He's got competition for the first time in 20 years. But people with prominent or responsible news outlets still don't want to talk to some jackoff nobody's ever heard of. If they're going to do a story, they want to talk to somebody who's been the WWE champion and is now the standard bearer for the upstart company. That gives it credibility with people who don't pay any attention to this shit and are the ones that they want to start watching their shit, the ones that aren't paying any attention. Because there's so many more of those than there is the people watching any of this stuff from any company these days. So, yeah, fucking don't do it tomorrow. Don't run off and leave everybody. But yes, point to the direction where sooner or later Bryan Danielson can be your champion. And I say that simply because Danielson will have longer matches with more variety of opponents, and Punk don't need the fucking belt.
And for whatever you do, Tony, please don't make it a 3-way match. Please.
Oh, good Lord. No, the only possible way that you could negate the momentous occasion of Twinkle Toes losing the belt or Danielson winning it is to have it in a three-way where the focus is not clearly on the two participants and they've had some kind of choreographed bullshit that's given somebody an out they didn't need.
You know, the idea of Adam Page versus CM Punk doesn't really excite me, but Adam Page versus Danielson could be really good.
Well, I wouldn't be in favor of that because they're both baby faces and they do enough of that foolishness as it is. But if they turn Paige heel one of these days because he's mad at how he was booked for the first 2 years, that would be a realistic reason. But no, you just the fans that are there love Danielson and they love Paige. Why have that fucking match? Who would the people want to win? It's a great match to imagine, but just like most great matches that you imagine, wow. Wonder what that would look like. When you see it, you realize why you never knew what it looked like before, because it was a stupid idea to have it.
Are you saying my booking is stupid, sir?
No, I'm saying your idea was stupid.
Okay, that's better.
All right. Anyway, so we're back where we started from, where NXT sucks, SmackDown is boring, Raw is unwatchable, and now AEW is back to the Ted Mack Amateur Hour. It looks like the America's Got Talent auditions again, whereas for a few glorious weeks there, we thought they were getting the hang of it.
Hey, maybe they are getting the hang of it. Maybe this was just, hey, we got to get all these other jerk-offs on TV. Where are we going to do it? I know, Philadelphia. Let's just get all the shit on the show in Philly, and next week, we'll go back to the normal stuff. Where's next week? Is next week Miami?
Miami.
Oof.